Before leaving home, check items listed in your manual are packed. Apart from these items, don't forget your lunch, your phone, your charger, and of course, your PB3 manual. When setting up my ordinary issuing tables, I need my certified list, my placemat, pen and paper, my HA papers, my LC papers, and I must record these in my manager's manual, my PB10. When setting up my declaration vote issuing table, I need to include my lookup device, my declaration vote issuing pack with the district names and 500 HA papers, 100 LC papers, my placemat, my declaration vote envelopes, reconciliation forms, and of course I must record these numbers in my manager's manual, my PB10. As per manual, items are set up on the manager's table for easy reference during the day. These include my manager's return, PB10, the polling booth manager's manual, PB3, the multilingual voter's guide, PB13, the suburbs and localities book, PB37, how to vote cards, PB39, the staff attendance and staff and scrutineer's badges, also pen, calculator and other stationery. Ensure the deputy is familiar with this layout. Ensure ballot papers are secure and away from the public. If a referendum is required, you will also need referendum ballot papers. It is now 7:30 and staff have arrived and the excitement is building. See you again. Ask them to sign the attendance sheet and then give them their identification card and allocate them to their areas. Nominate a staff member, deputy, to check the time and call a countdown from 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes to opening at 8 o'clock. If staff do not arrive by 8:15, contact your RO immediately. Welcome and thank you for all coming along today. Firstly, some housekeeping. We have the toilets through the door there. The kitchen facilities, as you know, are through that door, and if there's an emergency, we'll go out this door and we'll meet around the front of the building. It is important to take breaks during the day, and I'll be rostering those, and there may be some rotation of duties during that period. Remember to be really courteous at all times. If there are any issues, please see myself or come to my deputy. I will now come round with each group and go through your duties. Okay, in front of you here is your allocation of HA and LC ballot papers. Treat them as $100 bills. They are accountable and we need to have them all still here at the end of the day. In the certified list, I need you to fill out your details and the number of papers that have been allocated to you, because you'll need them later to balance. Can anyone tell me what are the 3 questions we need to ask the voters?
What is your full name? Where do you live? And have you voted before in this election?
Perfect, thank you for that. And then you would initial the ballot papers, okay? The voter may present an easy voting card. In this case, you must confirm that the card belongs to them and that they have not voted yet in this election. What would you do next?
Look for the page number and the electoral roll number on the card. Locate in the certified list the number and using a ruler, join the arrowhead to arrowhead using the biro provided. Initial the ballot papers, give them to the voter, instruct them to go over to the voting screens. Once they have completed their ballot papers, to insert them into the ballot boxes over by the exit.
Thank you very much for that, but don't forget to fill in the details in your certified list. Thank you very much. At the declaration voting table, ask them to check that the lookup devices are working. Separate the House of Assembly ballot papers by district and place them in the cardboard container. Write your name on the reconciliation form, the PB32. And can anyone tell me what are the questions we ask if the voter hasn't got their easy voting card?
What is your full name? Where do you live and have you voted in this election before?
Perfect, thank you. You then initial each ballot paper before issuing it to the voter. Remember, the elector and you must sign the declaration vote envelope. Then direct them to the voting screens and remind them that they have to bring the papers back to you to place in the envelope. You should also brief the queue monitor, the ballot box monitor and the screen monitor. Thank you, Fran, for helping me do this.
My pleasure.
Okay. Now, as you can see, I've partially sealed this box last night. Can you please check that the box is empty?
Yeah, empty.
Thank you. Now we're going to use this seal to close the other end. Perfect. Now, can you read that number back to me, please?
EC06810.
Perfect. Now, the new number we need to enter into the manager's manual.
EC11831.
And I'll get you to sign that for me as well as a witness. When it is 8 a.m, open the doors. Now monitor staff at the ordinary vote issuing table and ensure they are following the procedures as per manager's manual.
Good morning.
Hi, I'd like to vote, please.
What is your full name?
Jennifer Smith.
Where do you live, Jennifer?
5 Victoria Street, Smithfield.
Have you voted before in this election?
No.
Now monitor the staff at the declaration vote issuing table and ensure they are following procedures as per manager's manual.
Hello.
Hi there.
I'd like to vote today.
Sure, do you have your Easy Vote card?
Sure do.
Thank you very much. Your full name?
Jane Smith,
Excellent. And your address?
number 1 Gwyn Street at McGill,
Perfect.
5070.
Have you voted in this election?
No.
No, you haven't? Excellent. All right, can I give that to you to have a look? Give that back to you. Thank you.
And Mawson.
Mawson. Wonderful. Fine. I'm just going to give you these to go to the declaration screens behind us over there.
Okay.
Once you finish, please bring them back to me and then I can pop them in the declaration
Thank
envelope for
you.
you.
Thanks.
Check with other staff and make sure that the voting screens are tidy, the pencils are sharp. Many issues will arise during the course of the day, such as discarded ballot papers, enrolment discrepancies, and voters unable to vote. These and other issues are covered in your manager's manual. I'm here, would you like a break? During the day, ensure staff take breaks and rotate the positions if required, and have voted including yourself. It's important to keep your manager's return, your PB10, up to date. The RO will visit during the course of the day and check to see your return. You may need to walk outside and talk with the party workers and monitor their areas, the 6-metre boundary rule. There may be issues with some party workers infringing on the boundaries. Ensure that the polling booth surrounds are free from litter and no obstructions to prevent the electors from getting into the booth. Remember to keep updating your PB10 during the course of the day.